Three, two, one. I think we're back. We'll bring some music right now. Um, Hi. We're gonna play some music in a bit. Sorry. There you go. Much better. Got some weird stuff. I know a lot of you want to use Pinterest. I'll showcase it real quick. I have a lot of poses here. I think that's cool if you want to start off, especially if you're new and you're kind of overwhelmed researching. But I would highly recommend to expand your palette. Uh, I realize Pinterest, and this is from Proco, or even to me, it makes sense. The lighting on, like, lighting is, I wouldn't recommend it to study lighting, but for gestures, go for it. But some of these are like very what's the word, extreme perspective, so it's not really good for poses. For now I just want to get a feel for um, just seeing it at a square or simple basic understanding of that's what it looks like in front of me. If later on you want to feel confident or playing around with perspective, go for it. This one's always been my favorite. Hold on. This pose right here has always been my favorite. It's such a cool shot. So we're going to bring it into here. And I'm just going to drag some of these. The program that I use, here's just like, you want simple poses like that, I will highly recommend it. If you want to do dynamic poses, remember, do things that you find interesting. Here's another good one right here. And this one, this is new to me, so I'm just going to find it. I'm only going to pick 5 from here. If you want to grab all your references from here, you're more than welcome to. Or you could play around. It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Just recommending it. You don't want to get into the habit of using Pinterest a lot. There's a lot more references on the internet. Trying to find one more that I could use. I'm not gonna lie, I am getting kind of tired of dynamic poses. Sometimes I just want a simple pose without too much action. To me, I just want a simple understanding of like, oh, that's something that you will see every day, not something that you would be shocked to see. Not sure if I'm getting old or I'm getting kind of tired of dramatic shots. But sometimes you just want someone sitting down. I'll type it in. Sitting down. Sometimes you just want someone sitting down. That's it. We're gonna do some basic ass poses like those. So even that suggests no one sits like that. See, I mess with this guy. I just want to join people. Just, I'm gonna type this in. Normal poses. Even this guy. I don't know who this guy is, but just do some normal poses without going crazy. See, I mess with this guy, and this guy you're probably seeing. Okay, but there's one place I will highly recommend to study for your art, and this music is being really loud. Man, maybe I am getting old. Actually, we're gonna go back to the other playlist that I had. Where is it? Let's try this. Okay, much better. It's not heavy. Damn, I kind of want to put a pause because my mouth is dry. So I like going to Google Arts and Culture. There's a couple of shops that I go to. I'll showcase my shop. I said shops. I'll showcase my bookmark. It's the Collectionist Art Museum, and you'll see it. these are my go-to spots when it comes to collecting art or studying art. I say that art shouldn't be pertained to the modern world, and I think people should collect art from the past. So if you ever want to collect not just references from Pinterest, I recommend going to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Art Institute of Chicago, Museo, which I highly recommend this one just starting off, and the Google Arts Culture Collection. And I think that's great. The Google Arts is a great place to start because they actually cite their sources, which I'll showcase. But Museo, I recommend visiting there and just typing something that you want to see, which connects you to a lot of good museums. So maybe you want to see horses, and type in horses, and give me a second. It'll give you paintings and pictures of horses, the way people have interpreted it over the years. So it will expand your palette and your style, which I've been doing, and I love studying people's way of how they see a horse. Like this one right here, that one's pretty cool. Look at that, we got a Greek pottery. Look at that, look how they draw the horses. That looks like gestures. Huh, interesting. Well, look at that. Some person in the past was studying horses, and they did a good job of it. Look, they did cross hatching, and that looks like, oh, look at this one. That one looks cross hatching too. Wow. If only we could learn so much about that. That's actually really good at form. I think that's what form means. This is actually gesture drawing. This is a gesture cross hatching. This is pretty cool actually. Something that I was reading in the book. We'll talk about this later because even I'm trying to understand it. But yes, you have a wide collection to the internet, and the great place to start is Google Art. So let's go back to Google Arts and Culture. Okay, so let's. I think for me, let's do Renaissance. Supposedly, I'm being very basic right now. Let's look at the Renaissance movement and let's see what gesture poses we could study. And I know for a lot of it, it's going to be portrait. Well, see, this is. Let's look at this one right here. I think this one I've done before, and we're gonna do it again because I love it. It's just funny and weird, so I'm gonna grab it and put it into here. So once again, if you could go along with me, or you could play around, we're gonna do this for a good another. I gotta see how much time has passed. Wow, it doesn't tell me. I have to look at my YouTube's too. Annoyed. It's in 8 minutes. We're gonna do this for another 10 minutes. So if you want to skip it to 18 minutes, you're more than welcome. As I'm gonna keep talking about what paintings these are from. And once again, like I said, why? Oh, because it's zoomed in. That's why. Okay, we're gonna click on this. And if you ever want to find more about an art piece, it tells you exactly where it's from. Maybe they have information and who it belongs to or how they did it. Now you probably said, oh, reading, boring. That's okay, you can just look at the details. Well, how did they do it? Oh, this is the dimension, then this is the dimensions. And when was it made? And what was the name of the piece? If you don't want to do the reading, that's okay. And look at that, this is also an app. I'm actually coughing because I'm tired of talking. But I love talking. Oh, here's a good one right here. This is new to me actually. Damn, look at that fine oil painting. So we're gonna grab this and put it here. And then we're just gonna grab one more because I don't know if I want to do that one. From my understanding, babies are weird. Like when you draw children and babies, it's kind of weird in terms of gesture. It's not really a good choice. Because from my understanding, babies and children have weird proportions because they're growing up. That's a funky one. Who the hell did this one? I'm gonna ask because look at that. What the hell is that? What the fuck? Oh, this is a weird one right here. What's happening right here? Where's the head? Is this the head? Yes, he go. So you study the past, because we got people who were mentally insane. I think there's that one famous guy who used to work at a fish shop. He has some weird ones. Is this the guy? I think this is the guy. Oh, we're gonna click on him. Yeah, this is the guy. He has some weird ones, and that's an indie cover. That's from Fleet Fox's album. Is this the guy with the weird stuff? Oh, look, we have some great ideas that you could look at. Damn, this guy did a lot. I'll give him credit. And you know what? We're gonna copy from him. He may not have been that famous. We may not see this in the Modern Museum, but look at that gestures. I'm gonna grab this one right here. Alright, let's just get started. What the hell? Let's start with this one, because this guy is weird. And then we're gonna work our way to modern times and see if we could do it right. I don't really focus too much on details. I just like to see how fast I could do it and copy it multiple times until it looks correct. This one we're gonna have to push up a bit. Like I said, you can still collect, or you could follow along with me. I got some basic ass poses, so if you don't like that, I don't recommend following me along. If you want to do more action, you're more than welcome to do action, and we're actually going to include another artboard. Oh my god, I'm dying. I need to get some water, but I don't want to pause. And we're going to add my favorites, including the sitting man smoking a cigarette. And this guy at the beach. It's not a full pose, but it definitely is a pose. And we're gonna do some white favorites over here. It's not organized, it's just all for poses. And we're gonna incorporate some of Alex Wu's concepts that I learned. And let's start off. If honestly, this is a lot of poses here. We can get a lot from it. Alright, let's get started. You can use whatever color you want. I really don't care. As long as you're learning. I'm gonna go with dark blue because that's something I like to practice with, and we're gonna focus on this guy right here. Oops, can't even hit that right. I'm gonna focus on that guy right there. So let's erase that real quick. Alright. Let's see what this guy looks. What's the weight? What's happening? How's the spine? I think he's leaning forward. I think his shoulders is in place. And let's do some gesture work. Okay, he's like... He's like holding an object right here. Okay, looks like he's chilling and he's relaxed. So I think we might have done a good job. But if you want to test it out, see if you maybe you eyed it correctly, just go ahead and put it over him. Yeah, look at that. Close. Like I just expanded the arms and all that, but he's chilling. Alright, let's try doing it again. Once again, just because you do it once doesn't mean you can do it twice. It's up to you, really. We're just practicing gestures. We're just going to do a little bit more quicker. Add a little bit more flesh. And then the arms. And he is holding something. I don't know what he's holding on this one, but he is holding stuff. He's wearing a little hat. I'm gonna add the hat. He is wearing a coat. We're just playing around. It's okay. Maybe you want to add your own designs, but I'm just gonna shade in some stuff. Then we're gonna do it one more time. simplify it a bit. Get a feel for the arms. Looks like they want to touch, but not really. And then his body. How is his body? Oh. This looks like he's gonna jump, so maybe I didn't do it right. Let's try it one more time. Let's get a feel for it. Just do it quickly. So he is. It's weird. It's like he is leaning back. And let's do a trace. Maybe we get a feel what's happening. So we're gonna cover some of these up, and we're gonna do a trace. And we're doing bread. A lot of people say they don't recommend tracing, which I can see why. I mean, tracing, it's kind of automatic learning. You're not really learning deeply or really understanding why things are working. But I like to trace it just to see what shape I'm seeing and what's happening. I think, nah, his pelvis ain't there, that's for sure. Let's do it again. We know this is his head. We know this is his base, and we know this is his pelvis. And his arms are going like that. And then it's compared to how we did it earlier with other stuff. Yeah, see? He's leaning back. Yeah, okay. So we get a feeling that he's apprehensive. Like, huh, something's happening. And yeah, something is happening. Look at that. So let's focus on the next guy now. We're gonna focus on, let me see if I can get the, wow, where the hell is that one from? Huh, I lost, I don't know where the fuck, oh, did I draw in the picture? No, where the fuck did this guy came from? Oh, it came from the pictures. We're gonna focus on this guy. So let's erase this. Now we're gonna focus on the second guy in the picture. So we're gonna move the picture a bit and see if we could draw him. We're gonna erase these guys again. Okay, let's see. So this one, just to get a feel is weight and balance. Let's do a gesture shape. I don't know if this is what Alex Wu calls a gesture shape. A gesture shape is just getting the shape of it, of what's happening. Maybe the shape could tell a story. And to me, he's like a poking triangle that's leaning forward. So just get a, to me this is what it looks like. He's like a little triangle going that way. And we're gonna erase some of it because we're gonna do it again. He's like that. And then we got this triangle, well not this guy, but this guy looks kind of like a, he's going like that. And he's going like that, holding something. So let's clean it up. Maybe we got two triangles, but almost looks like two triangles are almost talking to each other. Even though it doesn't, I'm doing this. And it's leaning. So this is more for composition, but okay, so we get to feel what's happening, where the weight is leaning towards. We know the weights over here, and we know the weights on the feet and the back. Alright, so let's do some gestures and see if we could try to guess the weight. So the head is kind of sticking out. I don't recommend, even though I just did it, I don't recommend deleting it. Just try to fix it as you go. And see what other information you might have accidentally created. Keyword accidentally created. This one just stays in place. And once again, we're not focusing on the other guy, we're focusing on this guy. Let's try one more time. I'm gonna go back to blue. I like blue. His neck is leaning out. His shoulders like that. We're gonna exaggerate things a bit. His hand doesn't really go up that much. His feet, ooh, I did a bad part, so I'm not gonna erase it, I'm gonna keep it. His feet's kind of stable down. He has big thighs though, I'll tell you that. And sticking out. Ooh, and I'm getting tired too, so we might have to put a stop right here. I mean, the video is called Collecting References and Feeling It, so we're just collecting references. And what's the time limit on this right now? I probably will have to put a stop right here. 20 minutes. We'll do another 5 minutes. I think 25 minutes is good, just for collecting references. And we're gonna hit the guy one more time. This time we're just gonna be a bit quick about it. Don't think it, don't overthink it. See if you can try to guess it quickly. I already screwed up, but that's okay. The spine does not look like that, just letting you know. Sticks out, leans back. His hip is a little bit small. Don't think it, don't overthinking it. Don't worry about the details. Just start shooting it. And then his arm. Alright, and then let's see if we could try to add some stuff in the final one. It's kind of back. Legs going that, legs going here, feet sticking out, and then feet going like that, and then again, sticking out. Arms in, flapped in, and then down, and then something's holding it. And we're gonna draw the gun for this part. And it's almost to his face. Looks like a pickaxe almost. And let's trace it now. See if maybe we got it right or maybe we got it wrong. And I'm gonna use a pink. So we know his head's right here, a bit small. His chest is a bit small. His waist is a bit small. And we know it's sticking out. And this one doesn't really do much because it overlaps. It's a perspective thing. But his feet, it's just straight down. Technically speaking, it should be like this. A bounce. But we're just going to keep it simple. We're just doing stick figure drawing. And then the bow, we're going to use a different color, yellow. But like that energy, the weight, like a snowman, the weight is leaning on the feet. It's going back. And this is just directing it. So let's grab that guy. So this is where all the weight's at. Weight. I'm going to put an X. Weight. Let's see, we hit it right. Kind of. Yeah, we can see the weight. This, not so much. It's like he's posing. We do see the weight, but in terms of, if you, because I'm using the circles as a guide. Not sure. It looks kind of funky. This one probably hit it the most, the blue. So see, I wasn't really paying attention to the weight. I was just paying attention to the pose. So this is me just tracing it. So now that I knew how the pose worked, let's just try doing it from memory. We know all the weight's gonna go here. And let's play around with that. Let's put his leg over here. And then just this as a guide. And his arm this, arm that. Huh, interesting, we get a different pose. It's like he's leaning back. It's like all the energy is over here now. Let's play around with that. And then this is just his direction. This is just guiding him. His arms ready. And this is just coming up. So I already screwed up because 2 arms don't come out. And then this like that. It's like he's in defense mode. Like he's ready. Like, hey partner, what are you doing? I'm a Minecrafter. I'm gonna mine your minerals. What a weird. And over here we have a grifter. So we'll stop right there. So if you didn't get a chance to collect your references, you're more than welcome. Once again, I'm going to showcase the websites. Please put save on your work if you can. Always put your work to save. You can call it Guess Your Studies 1 or whatever. Try to get collection of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. If you want to do 12, go for it. But just do 10. Don't overwhelm yourself. The whole point is to memorize these poses and get a feel for it and understand. One, since I'm going to write it out again. You want to understand stick figure. You want to understand weight. Like, where's the weight going to? And the balance. And once again, you want to understand the pose. Is the pose readable? Like, and even if you screw up the pose, like I did, what did that mistake lead to? Like, what did that create a new information? Is this a new info? Like, what is it? It didn't match to. It didn't match the original. But so then, what information do you get from that pose? So we could use our mistakes. And can you play around with the weight? Like, if you keep the weight but change the limbs, what information do you get from that? So that's something that a lot of artists, I want to say a lot of artists, but that's something I want to change. Where, okay, cool, let's play around with what we learned. Yeah, we're learning what a stick figure is. Gestures. Can we match it using the C and S? What about the weight? Well, if you can't guess weight, let's trace it. Let's look at the weight. Where is the weight falling on? This guy's going like that. Guess I'm going like that. And hey, look at that. Does that look familiar? Yes, it does. It's the triangle again. Let's put the triangle over. Let's grab the triangle. Huh, interesting. Oh, look at that. It's like information. What information do you get? So it's like almost, I was going to mention some math terms, but I'm going to avoid that. And pose and gesture. Is it readable? Can you read it? If not, can we change it? And once again, this is art historian pick. Once again, I do highly recommend Google Arts Culture. Or if you don't want to, Pinterest. You're more than welcome to use Pinterest. Go ahead and finish up if you haven't, or you're following along your 10 references. And I'll see you all next time tomorrow. Maybe.